think the last thing a police department would want to do is put more guns on the streets. But that's exactly what some departments are doing around New Mexico, all for some easy cash. Here's Dean Staley on special assignment.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Whether they're evidence in a criminal case, used in a suicide, or simply found by the side of the road, law enforcement agencies across the state take in lots of them. But what happens when police and prosecutors no longer need them?
Firearms that are not returned to the lawful and rightful owner are destroyed.
For that, Albuquerque police use this specially designed gun muncher.
I think it's the last thing anybody would want to have is a firearm that was in our possession that somehow got sold and then somehow ended up in the wrong person's hands and was used in a crime.
Police departments in Santa Fe and Las Cruces also destroy guns they no longer need, but not all police agencies in the state follow the same policy. The Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office, for example, regularly sells evidence room guns at auction.
And that's all perfectly legal. But News 13 found one New Mexico police department that sold nearly 90 guns to the public last year, including 3 assault rifles, all in violation of state law.
Welcome to Truth or Consequences. Like most departments across the state, the TRC cops are hurting for funds. So last summer, TRC Chief Patrick Gallagher ordered one of his lieutenants to round up the department's old guns and peddle them to the public for extra cash. Documents obtained by News 13 show the department cleared out 87 handguns, rifles, and shotguns from its evidence vault and shipped them to a Las Cruces auctioneer. The auction was held June 26th last year. Dozens of gun dealers and gun aficionados cleared by law enforcement packed the room. Later, TRC's police department cashed this check from the auctioneer for more than $10,000.
State law sets strict procedures for the disposal or destruction of firearms. It's a statute that in this case, TRC completely ignored.
For starters, Chief Gallagher failed to advertise to try to find the gun's original owners. He also failed to notify state museums of the gun's historical value. And most importantly, TRC's top cop did not bother to get a district court order authorizing the disposal.
Chief will talk to you. Camera stays out here for now.
Off camera, the chief admitted not following the law, and he says he's not concerned about putting more guns back on the streets. Chief Schultz says the Albuquerque PD stopped selling evidence room guns to the public more than 30 years ago.
If it can be destroyed, let's destroy it, because unfortunately there's many, many more still out there in the wrong hands. It's not worth taking that chance, and we don't need the money that bad.
On special assignment, Dean Staley, KRQE News 13.
Chief Gallagher tells us he wasn't trying to skirt the law when he sent the guns to auction, and that if he made mistakes, he will correct them. The Attorney General's office has launched an investigation into the gun auction.